One cease and desist letter could ruin your brand. Hey, it's Gordon Firemark, the podcast lawyer, and this might be the most important video in this series. Let me walk you through a real scenario, something that happens way more often than you might think. You're sitting at your desk, maybe editing a podcast episode, prepping a launch, feeling good about your brand's momentum, and then you get an email. Pops up, says, subject line, trademark infringement, immediate action required. Boom. Heart drops. You open it up, it says something like, we represent the trademark holder of the brand XYZ, and your use of that name of your brand constitutes an infringement. We demand that you cease and desist immediately. You stare at the screen. Everything freezes. What now? Well, if you're like most creators, your mind starts going wild. Can they do this? Do I have to change my name? Will I lose my show, my website, my channel, my audience? If you haven't registered your trademark, yeah, they could come after you, and they'll very likely win. Here's how it works. In trademark law, the person who adopts the mark first usually wins, but registration is a little bit of a race to the government office, so that helps win also. Now, they don't have to prove much. The law presumes that they own it if it's registered. And if your brand is confusingly similar to theirs, well, even if you didn't mean to copy or trade on the value they built, that's enough, just the similarity. They could make you shut down your website, cancel your merch, change your logo, scrub your content, all of it. One of my clients built a YouTube channel to 40,000 subscribers, and then they got a cease and desist. It turns out someone else had filed the trademark just 6 months earlier. And my client then had to rebrand and change everything, and the traffic dropped and sales plummeted. Morale was crushed, all because they waited too long to protect their name. So here's the good news. This is 100% preventable. With a registered trademark, you don't just defend yourself, you hold the power. You can send your cease and desist when someone tries to copy you. You can protect your domain, your merch, your name across the platforms, and become the authority on your brand. That's why I created the Trademark Registration Guide. You can get it at podcasttrademark.com. It walks you through the process, step by step, simple, clear, free. Let's talk about what a cease and desist usually demands. You'll be told to stop using the name, take down your site, delete your social handles, report revenue made under the name, and you'll get maybe 7 days. If you don't comply, then you could face a lawsuit, federal litigation. This will cost tens of thousands of dollars. So most creators cave. They give up the name. They start over. But compare that to the confidence that you feel when you know you've protected your brand, when you've registered your trademark. You know you don't have to panic. You can push back. You own the brand, and you don't think, well, I'm small, nobody will notice me. Visibility happens fast. One viral video, one share, and you're on the radar. Without trademark protection, you're exposed. You wouldn't launch your business without locking the front door at night. Don't launch your brand without locking in the name. Go to podcasttrademark.com, download the guide, and then watch the next video, because we're going to shift gears. So far, we've been talking about risk. Now let's talk about power, what you get when you register. It's more than just peace of mind. It's opportunity. So I'll see you in part 4.